Good morning. I am picking my way through the puddles outside the Wilbur clearing shelter where I stayed last night. It is 0.3 down a side trail from the AT, and I'm just about to the end of the side trail here. There it is. That's the turnoff for the Moneybrook Trail and the Wilbur clearing shelter, which was actually really nice. And when I got down there, there was a ridge runner named Dennis who had a roaring fire going, and boy, was that a welcome sight. I got there and the first thing I did was go down to the creek, which was a nice level walk, not even 0.1 from the camping area, so that was good because I'd read somewhere that the side trail and the water were down steep trails, but they weren't, so that was a pleasant surprise. But I went down to the creek and got water and washed out my shoes and socks, and unfortunately that roaring fire was no match for all the wetness that I brought with me, so things dried out a little bit, but not as much as I would like. But you can tell from today, look at the sky. It's not blue yet, but it's a lot brighter, and it is not supposed to rain today. I think we've got 3 or 4 days of nice weather coming, so I'm very excited about that. And I'm working my way towards Burlington. I have a package there, and I debated if I should try to do 17 today and then like 3 in tomorrow morning, but unfortunately, even though I was feeling really great yesterday, the last 1.5 miles or so down from Greylock Mountain were really rocky and wet, and my foot started giving me a lot of trouble on those rocks, so it's still pretty achy this morning. And so I'm just going to do 10 to the first shelter, and then I'll do 11 tomorrow, and hopefully if I can get a reservation, stay at the Catamount Motel. They will pick you up from the trail. Burlington is 5 miles from the AT, so it's nice to get a pickup and a drop-off as part of your stay. And I'll be able to go into the post office, do a small resupply, and just spend the night and hike out the next day. So that's my plan, to keep moving. I did a little bit of math today to make sure I can still get to Maine, and as long as I'm doing 12 to 15 miles a day with no zeros, I will get there, so I'm excited about that. I've only gone about half a mile to this Mount Prospect overlook here. And there's a nice view down below. So I think I'm actually going to sit for a minute. I'm going to take off my fleece, which I knew I would be taking off real quick when I left, but I'm just going to enjoy the view. And there's a great breeze, so I might just dry out a couple things here for a few minutes. The forest is just absolutely gorgeous this morning with the sun peeking through. And I like it when it's raining and misty too. It gives it kind of a mystical feeling. But, well, this is kind of cool. It's a little welcome note from one of the city councilors at North Adams, telling hikers that there are bikes available just around the corner, bikes for hikes. And they can borrow a bike and go right around town and check out North Adams. I'm not going to do that today. I'm taking my time and enjoying the hike, but I don't really want to get off trail yet, so I'm going to keep on going. I think I've got a little road walk to do, and then I'll be back in the woods. This is kind of a neat little bridge over, I think it's the Hoosig River, built in 1958. That's the river down there, and all these little handprints all along both sides. I bet some kids had fun decorating that. It's just a little bit confusing. The AT goes actually on this part of the driveway and then north here past the garden. That's really sweet. Super sweet. I don't need water right now, but awfully nice to see that sign. This is Pete's Spring right down here. And the sign also says I've got 5.2 miles to go. I've come 4.8. It's a little hard to read, but Dennis, the ridge runner, said that the water here is magical. He didn't elaborate on that, but he did recommend that I dump out whatever I'm carrying and get some fresh water here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I need some water anyway, and I need a lunch break. So I'm going to stop for a few minutes and see what kind of magic I might find. Cheers. There's nothing like mountain spring water, fresh out of the ground. I don't know about magic, it's good. I just love it when the guidebooks don't tell you what you really need to know. Like the bad weather trail you just passed is there because there's a huge mountain of rocks ahead. Oh well. Instead of any kind of warning about this rock scramble, Guthook listed a lovely rock garden at the top. I was going to head there and have lunch, and I think, knowing my abilities, it's probably going to take me an hour to get there. Really wish I'd eaten before, but no warning. I think I'm nearly to the top, and thankfully I did a lot faster than I expected. It feels like the weather's changing, and I hope it's not going to start raining on me. Hopefully it's just cooler up here at the top of the hill. Got a little bit more to go, and yeah, hard to tell how much more. I guess I'm through the worst of it because that's the top end of the bad weather trail that had me scratching my head. Why do I need a bad weather trail? Now I know. Not that I would have taken the bad weather trail, mind you, because I normally don't. I like to see if I can rise to the challenges that the AT puts in front of me. But wow, that was a workout. So now I am hungry and tired and ready for lunch. So I will look forward to getting up here a little bit and seeing the promised rock garden and finding a place to eat. Well, it looks like this is what I came up here for, just a couple of cairns on a little side trail. So kind of a bummer, but plenty of rocks to sit on for lunch. Well, as I was wandering around looking for a place to sit and eat, I heard a guy here. He was on the phone just wrapping up a call, and we got to chatting. His name was Jim, and he had a lot of good information for me, and he told me that the long trail actually starts down this way, and people climb up here to meet the AT, and then go on the AT, and the long trail, I guess, actually meet at the state line, so I've heard. And he gave me some good information about the whites, was helpful, and he had a dog named Willie, a beautiful British Labrador that he brings out hiking. It's not his dog, but yeah, gorgeous dog. So it was nice to just spend a little time chatting with him and enjoying it. And so now I am going to get busy eating lunch. Well, these muddy shoes have finally made it to Vermont. I'm so excited. This is the start of the long trail, and I think I might have misspoke before. I think people maybe just come up that side trail by the rock cairns to join the long trail. So either way, anyway, I think it starts here and goes for 100 some miles, so through along with the AT before it continues on north to Canada. So anyway, I will be on the long trail and the AT for a while, and I think the official Welcome to Vermont sign is up there, so I'm gonna go check it out. Oh no, no Welcome to Vermont sign, no Goodbye Massachusetts sign, but I'm excited either way. It's fun to put another state behind me. And I'm actually very interested to see if the Vermud nickname is appropriate. It's kind of funny, if you look over there, there's a whole bunch of mud in Massachusetts, and as soon as you get into Vermont, there's a little less. So as I hike through, I'll be able to figure out if it is Vermud or Massachusetts that wins the prize for most mud on the AT. There's a big rock balanced on another big rock. Looks like something my husband would like, so Jim, that's for you. I'm here at the turnoff for the Seth Warner shelter area, which is where I'm going to camp tonight, but I've been keeping my eyes out for the 1600 mark. The shelter's at 1600.2, so either I walked right by it or it washed away with all the rain that we've had. So I'm gonna go ahead and celebrate 1600, yes! Making progress bit by bit, slow as it goes. I'm still getting there.